You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Anchor of the Week, where you do not have to agree with us to be friends with us. It's your favorite people back again.
Woo woo.
Well,
woo,
your
woo.
favorite host of the Anchor of the Week. Sorry, your
Favorite.
favorite current host of the Anchor of the Week.
Yeah, we don't know who's people's favorites.
I don't want to know,
Who's
to be fair.
people's favorites? That came out wrong.
Anyway, how's everyone doing today? This fine Friday morning?
Good.
Caffeinated.
Caffeinated. Conversated. Ready for a good conversation.
Wow. I'm not going to lie, it is throwing me off being so far away from Sadie.
This is good for us, Courtney. It's also good for Jetson.
I don't know if being in between us is good for
Yeah, honestly, if you're not watching, we swapped around the seating order as a means of like, because usually, you know,
Let's, like, switch things up.
yeah, it's like usually me and Courtney, and then Jetson gets his solo seat. But like,
out of respect for him, because
yeah,
why would he want that?
to honor his, yeah. I don't know, to honor what?
I don't know. It's like
To honor his legacy.
Second
To honor his
Luckily,
manspreading.
we have a huge couch here, so don't feel like you can't man.
No, just as the episode continues, he's just gonna start like sinking down and spreading
I'm
out
just
more
gonna
and more.
slowly like be all the way. Next thing you know, he's gonna have a cigar in his hand. And, like, we're gonna be like, "Where'd you get that?"
And one of those like page boy caps.
Yeah.
His coffee's gonna turn into a thing of whiskey.
He's gonna
Who
have a
am
coat
I?
on, literally.
I don't know. Who is this? I think
Tommy
I was
Shelby.
gonna say you told me Shelby.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I'm gonna sit
Anyway, yeah,
normally
you
now.
can sit back up. If you can.
No, this is good.
I know. Guys, this is our last episode of the year.
It is.
Wow.
And what a year it's been.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, can I do it? Wow.
What a year it's been. That was, yeah,
It's not so bad though.
wasn't too bad.
It's like the fourth. No, see, I
The
can't do it.
4th of July.
I can.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
hating
nervous.
now.
The mic is in front of her. The cameras are on.
Anyway, we're trying to do Jennifer Coolidge impressions.
Yeah.
I think that should be. I know this is already. We're only at the end of the year, but I'm just gonna put a little pin in my New Year's resolution for next year,
Ooh.
potentially to like nail down an impression. I think.
An impression, not necessarily Jennifer Coolidge.
No, because I don't know if she's my top one.
That's fair.
Who's your top impression?
I think it's Alanis Morissette, but that's a bit niche.
Yeah, who's
I would
that?
get it.
Sorry, I'm not.
She's a Canadian icon, to be fair.
She's a Canadian
okay.
icon. She was like I don't even know how to like the quirky indie girl before that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Well, you'll have to show me later.
I will. And I will let you know. Like I'll do my impersonation and then I'll show you the song that I'm impersonating.
I see.
And you're gonna be wowed.
Am I? Okay. I'll do that.
Be
I
wowed.
feel like, what would you say my best impersonation is? Because I feel like, not to toot my own horn, I feel like I'm pretty good at
Oh
it.
yeah, see this is unfair. She's an actor.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's like your job.
Oh, I wish it was my job.
Sorry. When
That's
I
just
say
what
job,
that's what
I
I
mean
do.
vocation.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, a thing.
I love
thing to
mimicking.
do.
I mean
people, to be
your
fair.
grace zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Grace
Wow,
zone.
Grace zone.
Amen.
Interesting.
No, yeah, we won't dive into it, but
No, I just anyone from Love Island. Just that.
Oh my gosh.
That genre.
Yeah,
The
I think
genre of Love
your
Island.
English accents are quite fun.
You've got good
Hey.
English accents.
fairs, thanks. Hopefully I can get better. Honestly, that'll be my New Year's goals, is to like really nail a proper, like, because there's so many English accents, but like I want to nail a proper Scouse
Yeah.
Liverpool accent. I feel like it's in the works.
Just I love it.
It's so good.
In my opinion, one of the best of all of the UK. Thank you.
I agree. They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jetson, what's your like clearly really strong opinion about this topic?
None. No comment.
There is none. There's no opinion. Nothing in that head.
Sometimes
Head empty.
Sometimes I just like to like look. We're like going at it, and then I'm just like, I wonder where he is right now. I was like, because this does not mean anything to it.
Bro could not care.
The thing is, there's like coming into these episodes, I feel like there's less of a structure, so I'm really just hanging out today.
No, I really don't expect you to have an opinion on this. So don't worry. This is why you're here.
Amen.
keep us humble, Jetson.
You're here to
keep
not
us
have an
ground us.
opinion.
Let you know the audience might not care.
That's what it is. He's the voice of the audience of being like, hey guys,
He's the
I can
people.
bet you they don't care.
Prove him wrong, everyone.
Put your favorite English comment,
favorite English
English accent in the comments. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of everyone,
There we go. Love that transition. Continue.
speaking of our wonderful, wonderful audience,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the last episode of the year, and sometimes we forget that we're like Spotify creators, like, so we get raps,
Yeah.
like Spotify Wrapped, which, by the way, okay, sorry, yeah, well, I'm apparently leading this conversation, so I'm gonna take it wherever the heck I want to.
Yeah, go for it.
Was everyone satisfied with their Spotify Wrap this year?
I thought it looked cool. Like, yeah, and I feel like it. The vibes were better than last year.
The vibes were better, but
That's
no, I did mean like your music taste.
Yeah, sure.
Mine, yeah, I would say like mine was pretty much what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And so I can't say that I was like excited nor disappointed. I was just like, oh yeah, I called that. Because I had Olivia Dean as my top
Yeah,
artist,
that's so true.
which I listen to her all the time.
Yeah.
And then like, but my top song was Center from Bethel,
Come on.
which is like been my favorite worship song all
my
year.
life.
For your glory. Yeah. But like, other than that, no, nothing too exciting. My podcast, I think, is what made me mad. Because
Yeah.
I had one podcast that was my top podcast that I was like, is it really my top one, or is it just because I always watch it on the release day? But I definitely listen to more episodes of these other, you know what I mean? Like,
We definitely had a good
We had a
discussion,
whole discussion about that last night.
okay, how do they even quantify this? Like,
Yeah.
what is the formula?
it's like listening hours versus episodes, you know what I mean?
Or like listening in clusters, one of our friends
Right,
said.
that's what Robin said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
Anyway, I
about
thought
you?
mine was really good
Yeah?
and really accurate.
Really good. What
I
was
think
your-
that's because, oh, sorry.
No,
Wait.
go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Because for like the past couple years, there's always like, for some reason, Taylor Swift, like, would make it in my top artist, but I don't really listen to
Crazy.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, so I was really happy that this year
She
it
bought it.
finally
Yeah.
reflected.
Your
Just
heart
left
was
you
in-
alone.
Yeah.
She leave me alone. She probably heard how much I talked bad about like the life of a showgirl. And she was like, can't associate with Courtney anymore.
Get me off of her Spotify Wrapped.
Apparently, for overall streams, after Taylor being in it for like a couple years, Bad Bunny replaced her.
Yes, Bad Bunny was the top artist of the year
Really? On Spotify?
on Spotify, most streamed.
That makes sense. Because he dropped that freaking banger album like the beginning of this year. Am I crazy? Because I remember when
You
he
are
dropped.
crazy, but
I am?
You might be.
I might be crazy. What am I saying? But like he dropped it at the beginning of the year and people were saying, or I remember talking to Melody about it, of like, this is such a summer album, but he dropped it in like January, February. It doesn't make any sense. So maybe it's also about, I don't know, when you drop your
It's for
albums.
the Latinos.
Yeah. It's fair.
Summer all the time.
It is. Not in the UK, unfortunately.
no. Okay, what were you gonna ask me?
I was going to ask you what your listening age was.
Oh,
I love.
I was 18 years old.
I can't say anything. I was 22.
Yeah.
Jetson, what was your listening age?
73.
Yes. If that doesn't give you any kind of like indication of who we are as people, I don't
Yeah.
know what is.
I love new music. I love like up and coming artists. I love
Yeah.
to discover
Discover
music.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I was 18. I'm not childish.
No, mine is definitely because of a combination of me and Sammy, like my wife at home. My Spotify is connected to our like Google Pixel,
Fair.
and Courtney called it out. My cooking music is like old jazz or like Dean Martin,
Oh, I
Ella
love
Fitzgerald, like
Yeah.
jazz and like early R&B.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
just like
They're like, yeah, that's an
that's
old
just
soul.
like usually that's like what I have on in the background. Like not when I'm discovering music or not when I want to be hype, but it's just probably tracking that from
Yeah.
that.
Also, can I say I love that I know you like that? I'm really proud of that.
You're like, yeah, that's your cooking music.
I said Jetson, don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were 22. 22, 23?
22. Yeah.
Young and fresh.
Young and fresh. I can't remember at the bottom of mine it said because I listened to songs from like the 2010s or whatever. But in my head I'm like, is that,
That makes
not
you
just
so
the
millennial.
Great
That's
year.
why I'm like confused. I'm like, is that not just like the worship music I'm listening to? Because I'm not going back and listening to frickin' Tayo Cruz or
Okay,
you know
I
what
am
I mean?
sometimes.
Like,
though.
Why not?
I don't know. It's not my vibe. not the kind of nostalgia I want to be feeling.
My
you know?
hot take, 2009 was the golden age of music for our lifetime.
Interesting. What? I don't even know what came out in 2009.
It was just
Where was I in
Showing my age.
2009? What age?
I was just starting high school.
Okay, fairs.
Okay.
Reminiscing, thinking about that now, yeah. Like when I was
The
in middle
songs
school.
were like kind of
peak.
pointless,
Yeah.
but they didn't actually say anything.
Is that like Call Me Maybe?
Yeah.
Party Rock Anthem era?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Like
see
I wouldn't
that.
have chosen those two songs.
Black Eyed Peas.
Like Black Eyed Peas
at
when
their
they like
peak.
had their resurgence. Come
Yeah.
on, Meet Me Halfway is like one of
Bruh.
the most underrated songs ever.
Genuinely. Dude, should we do a whole episode on the Black Eyed Peas? Because I could just go down that
I
rabbit.
would love to interview will.i.am.
I could as well, honestly.
Will.i.am's a sick
We're the
dude.
To
right
be fair,
group.
no. How about Taboo and Apple the App?
Wait, what is...
Exactly. The other members that no one talks about.
Okay, I was like, what's Taboo? I've never even... It's not Will.i.am and Fergie and the other two guys?
And company?
And company? Will.i.am, Fergie, and Co? Anyone?
Imagine. So our Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a moment. We actually just like remembered that we had this right before filming, so we were like, what better way than the end of the year to talk about
Talk
this?
about it.
And if
Just
you
to
can't
reflect-
catch the vibe, guys, we want this to be just a nice little feel-good episode.
Yeah.
We will go deep, of course, because we always do. Jetson's gonna drop a one-liner at some point.
And then we're all going to go, let's dive in. And we're going to say it exactly like that.
Okay, Sadie.
Okay. Just a little bit of info from our Spotify Wrapped. The Anchor of the Week was the #1 show for 7 of our fans.
Which is so cute.
That is. That's actually so sick.
Proud of you, 7.
I wonder if we can name that. That would be
Well,
the,
my
that would
mom
be the
doesn't
laugh.
watch it on Spotify.
That's true. Like my mom watches on YouTube as
So
well.
does my grandma. So those are my top 2 gone.
I know.
It's not Robin's first.
It's not. We found that
We
out.
found that out, which she was upset about. So
Carrie? Has Carrie mentioned anything?
maybe no, she hasn't talked.
No. Steph? I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Okay, if there's only 7 of you, so just literally just text us because you
Text
probably
us.
have our
Yeah,
number.
it's true. That's
Okay.
so true.
So if we were
Honestly,
your top podcast,
Well, like,
let us
tell
know.
us.
get you a treat.
Yeah, we'll probably see you later today, if not on Sunday at church. So
Yeah.
We'll make it like a sticker. #1 fan.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
that's it.
That'd actually be so cute.
I could make
Also, is
something.
2026 gonna be the year we make merch?
We could.
Yo. Dude, podcast goal for the year? Love that.
Because I know we're so jumping ahead. We're not
I
even
know,
we
yeah.
haven't even technically finished 2025 yet.
I know,
but-
yeah. But okay.
Sorry,
so-
continue.
No, you're good. You're good. A couple of other big, crazy percentages, which I don't fully understand.
Who cares?
But we've had a total audience growth of 195%,
come on, guys.
which is like bonkers.
I know. Let's be real. What was the one big change this year?
Jetson!
Wow. Felt like it was like my birthday or something. I'm just like
Happy Jetson!
sitting there and
That's true. Yeah, I feel like we've settled into like the 3 of us
Found a new niche.
exactly, which is like it makes sense.
Got a new
People
studio.
see it. Yeah,
We didn't get a new studio.
we
Found a new
changed.
place.
Yeah,
we just moved a
moved.
few feet.
Another big number. We are up 575% in listening time,
That's incredible.
which is actually kind of cool. Because
That's
from my
so cool.
understanding, that means like people listening to an episode didn't click out of the episode, but actually like
I think just
watched it
overall.
like
Yeah.
more percentage, which
Yeah.
is really sick.
That's really sick.
It also means I feel like the conversations that we're having are like actually keeping people interested. Not that they weren't, but
It's okay.
the percentage
It
is
can be all
up.
the shade.
You know what I mean? Like, but the percentage is up, which is cool. Do you know what our top country is in terms of listeners?
Yes.
Take a wild guess.
United
United Kingdom.
Kingdom.
God save the king. Yeah, that's us.
And that's good though.
It's
That means we're not just being carried by the moms.
facts. That's actually so true.
Wow.
That's so true.
What was country
We're
number
making
2?
a local impact.
We knew it's gonna come. Being impact of your local
Hey,
community,
local-
reaching
yeah.
like
That's actually put a pin in that. We should come back to that.
Okay.
The second country.
Was it Canada?
No, it was the U.S. baby.
Oh.
United States. I mean, if you think about the amount of people that listen in terms of like families, even like beyond my family.
That's the thing. I'm going. The 3 of our families here. We've
Uh-huh.
got 2 that are based in
Yeah,
Canada.
but I'm talking even like our friend group. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
But I wouldn't necessarily expect Steph's mom to listen to any episode except for the one that she was on a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't know.
Sorry, I have little faith in our friends' families, apparently.
Oof. Hope they're not watching. I have full faith in you guys.
If you're one of our 7,
If you're one of our 7.
prove me wrong.
Number 3 was Canada, though. So,
Good.
yeah, number 3. Number 4, Switzerland.
Come on.
Shout out to our friends in Switzerland. You know who you are. Hopefully. And then
Some random people.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, it's me.
Oh
It's
my
Switzerland.
I got a
Thanks for the
shout out. And then number 5 was France, funnily enough.
shout out. Love that. France.
Yeah. France. Do you guys know what our top episode was? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
because we
do.
cheated.
We accidentally saw it, didn't we? It was the Do Men Struggle with Body Image episode that we had with Jetson and Joel.
Which is crazy.
It's just crazy. But also, I don't know. I think people want to have those conversations.
It's true.
And
It
they're
did
not being
not
really had anywhere.
did not perform the best in like short form content. So that's how I'll always measure our
Interesting,
metrics, right? Because that's what I'm quote unquote in charge of, take care of. But I love that was so
What
well
is
done.
what is your, like, from the last time you checked, like, which episodes performed the best in terms of reels and short form?
Well, I can't.
Yeah, your
check.
phone was like, your
phone's
phone's
right
being used. Hi, Courtney's phone. But you don't even, like, do you remember just off the top of your head some of the top ones?
There's one of our recent ones that just garnered a lot of attraction. Or what was the one where we had a couple where people really in the comments back when we were in Access Studio.
Talking about AI
talking
and
about
our
AI.
ignorance of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a fun one.
The one with Josiah. Or no?
No, people were coming after Jets. Well, were they coming after you guys?
They weren't really coming at. They were just surprised we didn't know anything about it, and I'm like, sorry for learning.
For
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
We will always stand by that. We're
Sorry
willing
for
to
like
look dumb.
discussing something.
Yeah.
Uh,
For not being a quote unquote, expert.
That right there. Wait for 2 more episodes because of the way that these are going to be released.
Yeah.
If you want to be okay with feeling dumb about something, to learn about something, to actually have a discussion, come back in the new year. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, like some people will be like, "Why do you have a podcast if you don't know what you're talking about?" Or they'll just give anyone a mic. Like,
Yeah.
these are
And
common podcast haters.
Absolutely.
They really exist.
What, like make podcast equipment more expensive?
Or yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
some people just like hate that people are speaking, but like they're watching it. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is this the thing?
This
This
is-
is the thing that we're gonna go. Let's
This is
dive
the
into that.
thing, right? Because also coming back to the whole pin and like being like an influence to your local community or whatever. Like, do people who make podcasts need to come at it from the perspective of I need to reach the world with what I have to say, or can people even just like we should be able to have a podcast that reaches our local community and opens conversations within people that you know. You know what
Exactly. Because I mean, that's what it's been a lot for us. It's
Yeah.
like someone I know is listening to the podcast and they're like, I like this conversation. And then I was like, this got me thinking. I'm like, great. Then that's all the influence I needed personally.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, okay, just side note, just to set the scene, okay? We all came in this morning, and within like 3 minutes, I was the last one to get here. But don't judge, okay? But within like 3 minutes, we were all like yelling.
Sorry, don't say we all, Courtney. You were yelling. Jetson and I were conversing along with you. And by yelling, it's just you talking passionately.
Talking
about
passionately.
something.
I was yelling about how the church as a whole needs a desperation for God. So I
Yeah.
have no
Amen.
problem
Amen.
being known to yell for that, okay? That's good. I yell for that. But one of the things, it just keeps on coming up. And I feel like God has been like kind of showing me this relatively recently, but now I feel like it's coming up in my conversations.
Yeah.
But like, especially, of course, we're going to talk about it from the frame of church and ministry, right? But it's like the exception became the example because of things like social media and technology, and that's
Yeah.
great. But it's a whole idea of like, well, I see this church have this podcast or this podcast influence this and have this many listeners or whatever. So therefore, if I want to do anything in that realm, I need to follow that example.
Right.
When sometimes I think that it's actually just the exception. Like, I don't think we're all supposed to go viral. I don't think we're all supposed to have these giant churches. I don't think we're all supposed to like.
Yeah.
But we see, because what we're shown in social media,
Right.
we're shown this is what we then are expecting or assuming to be the model, instead of asking God, what does my influence look like here, now, in this season?
Right.
Thank you.
No, I completely agree. Because I think that's something I've been thinking a lot about, again, coming back to church and being on the worship team and thinking about worship as an example. But like, not too long ago, I think I was talking to you about this. I was watching a music video from Elevation, and it was just like, hype music video of them doing one of their new songs in their church, and everyone's like jumping, and like the cameras are crazy, and like doing all the things, and everyone's screaming and dancing and whatever. And
Was
I'm
it
watching
God,
this-
I'm just grateful or whatever?
No, it was before
It's a
that.
good
I
song.
think it was like Yahweh We Love You, or like from that album, you know what I mean? And so I'm watching it and I'm like, oh wow, this is so sick, like it's amazing. And then in my head also just thinking like, wait a minute, but like that was that moment, and that beautiful moment with the Spirit, and like God was there moving, but like to have someone watch it and go, okay, I need to duplicate this exact thing in my church, and if my church isn't this hype when we're singing this song, then God must not be there, like all this kind of stuff. But then
Get
you're
really weird.
yeah,
And it's like, you need to prove it to me.
exactly.
Like, instead of being like, why don't you encourage an environment where it's like, this is to God.
yes.
Instead of like, I need this.
Right.
I need to
Literally.
see you hype for my confidence.
Right.
Which is such an unhealthy place.
Exactly.
We're trying
And-
to
Yeah, exactly. Like duplicate and
yeah.
like reproduce something that like happened and it was beautiful. And I think that's like similarly in the same context of like, not like that is an exception, but like we have exceptions too in our church. If you think about
Yeah.
like some of the beautiful
Yes.
moments, and it's not this big viral moment, but it's like what God wanted to do here
Like
in this
literally
moment.
last Sunday.
Literally, yeah. It's like so many good moments. And so it's funny how it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know even where to take this, but like the whole idea of, can we be okay with just influencing the people around us, being in the moment, knowing that like what is happening here is supposed to happen this way, without looking at it from the mindset of, but it isn't that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that made any sense.
No,
but
absolutely. But I also think it is a timely conversation, because I think so many people look back on the year, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not in the new year yet, right? So it's not like we've got this like rush of like motivation.
Right.
It's kind of like the part where people are like closing their years. And I think it's going to be it is just so easy to then start comparing all of a sudden and being like, well, this didn't look what I thought it was going to look like, or I had all these expectations, or, right? Which is so fair. I think there's like a healthy bit of disappointment, like that we need to be okay with, of being like, oh, like I really expected that to turn out differently, and it didn't. And like that's like fine, and we need to be okay with that and like working through that for sure. But I think, as we kind of close out the year, or even we're looking at our numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all I can think about is like literally you're reading like up 500% in listeners, whatever. My initial thought, guys, I kid you not, was, well, Courtney, prepare yourself, because it won't be that much. Like this will be like the big. When you make a big change, right? That's when the whole like growth comes, and then if you keep it stable, usually it just stabilizes a little bit. Literally, my thought was, well, like enjoy that, because next year won't be as dramatic, which is weird, right?
Yeah.
And it's like we're always putting in these safeguards to like not be, I guess, disappointed, or like we have already these expectations on things, but it's like, okay, well, like God really doesn't care that much about my Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. But I think even, I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to say something. I think even for me, it's like thinking about, what do we even view success as? Like the sense of looking back on the year and going, wow, like was this year a quote unquote success in my eyes?
Yeah.
Or like based on what I wanted or what I thought would happen, instead of being like, okay, well, God, how do you view this year?
Yeah.
And like even saying, okay, well, I have like grown in this area. Maybe I am not like, fully where I want to be.
Yeah.
But recognizing that like the success comes with the fact that I'm like even a step further than I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And I think that goes for, podcasts, whatever,
And I really actually, as you really like took the words out of my mouth, but I'm like, I think for me, it's like, especially when you close out a year or close out a season or a project, like, did I grow?
Yeah.
And I think honestly, like the older I get, the more that I'm like, I think that's actually just the question.
Yeah.
Did I grow? If I grew, that's great. you know, then awesome. Am
Yeah.
I a better person for it? Did I, you know, obviously then from the Christian perspective, like, did I grow closer to God? Do I feel like I look more like Jesus than I did?
Mm.
I'm like, honestly, that's my Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
The real Spotify
The
Wrapped.
real Wrapped.
It's the growth we made along the way.
Can that be a graphic that we make for the podcast for the end of the year?
know.
The real
Maybe.
Spotify Wrapped is the growth we made
Sure.
along the way.
If we really want. But I think it's also a conversation about like how, I mean, I'm sure we could talk about this like later when we start talking about like New Year's and like what kind of like the whole idea of a resolution or like looking for like deliverables or like something
Yeah.
quantifiable. And it's like life is so unexpected that like, I don't know. I feel like when you're so focused on your goal and deliverable, you're going to start like shaping life around that instead of just like taking what comes day by day
Yeah.
and being like, how can I grow in this surprise that happened? Because I mean, there's so much.
Because
Yeah.
life is unexpected.
There's so much we can't control, especially when we involve our lives with other people, which
Yeah.
I think we should, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think you could execute a lot of goals if you just lived very independently
Yeah.
and like had less variables. Because if you just kind of like remove and isolate yourself, there's like less variables. You could probably accomplish more goals.
Less collateral.
Less collateral.
I love that word. For the record, I love the word collateral, but I actually don't love collateral.
What's cool? What?
Like collateral damage.
Yeah.
Like people
Like
get in the
yeah,
crossfire.
like side things. So a lot. I view it though as like I being a little bit chaotic and maybe not abrasive. I'm gonna
Aw.
because I've grown.
Amen.
I've grown. But like sometimes like I'll do something and I feel like there's collateral. You know, like gotta like clean up the collateral. Anyway, I thought that was gonna be funny, but it's actually kind of sad.
It's just
She was
real.
like, we make a joke and we're just
That's
like,
okay.
oh,
Just like, oh,
Mm.
Courtney. Oh, yeah.
should we?
Actually, can I come between you guys
Do
for
you
a second?
want to talk?
Should we turn off the cameras real quick? Should we just? Anyway, I mean, yeah, okay. Last episode of the year. What are some like, I guess not basic. What are some things that you've seen like in your life that you've grown in this year, or like, I don't know, highlights, big moments with God, with people?
Okay,
I'm
well,
curious.
big moment. I turned 30. Come on.
You did. Oh,
Woo.
it was great, and
It
I
was
feel like the I don't know, the party was nice, and you cried, and that kind of made me happy, which is crazy to say.
It's a good birthday when the party is nice and you cry.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the party could be bad and you cry, and then you're like, ooh.
And then you're like, ooh.
Or the party could be so nice and you could have zero emotions, and then it's like, oh.
That's also kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. I felt super loved. But the thing I've been telling people is that I spent all of my 20s being so afraid of my 30s.
Yeah.
I've never felt better.
Yes.
Like quite literally.
Is
I'm
it
like,
because you like crossed that gap, or
I think it's like, yeah, you cross it and then you're like, oh, it's
you're
literally.
like, wait, nothing.
But I've
changed.
never felt more secure in my life. I've never, you know, had more vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is great.
That's so good.
So anyway, I'm happy.
That's good. No, I love that. I think for me, like, I don't know if there's any like one specific moment, but I think a big thing that I've seen in my relationships, I think is the biggest thing that I've grown in, and allowing myself to, I don't know, like be confronted with how I'm loving people in relationships, but also like going deeper and being okay with like the tension in relationships, if that makes sense. Because like, I don't know, I'm thinking about like back to that episode that you and I had, Courtney, about like going deep and like surface level and all this kind of stuff, and like I love to go deep, but I realized that there's growth in that, because like I need to be able to go deep and love people and like still allow there to be tension. Like I don't need to go deep to make sure everything's fixed even.
Yeah.
You know? But like,
Man, sorry. Like
Wait.
45,000 of my mistakes just passed my brain when you said that.
It's like,
I
wait,
remember
didn't you tell me that 10
Yeah.
years ago?
that would have been really helpful a little while ago. Okay.
but yeah, like I don't know, like wrestling in that and like being okay living in the tension of, I've just thinking back to the year, I've had really good conversations with friends that haven't necessarily been like happy clappy
Yeah.
or like deep, everything's fine conversations, but just kind of like, oof, like here we are, like,
well,
yeah, but like I love you and you love me, and like this is the tension that we're in right now, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, was it you that I was telling about this? Maybe.
maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna assume if it's something relatively deep, it was us that was talking about.
Probably.
But like, of just being in an interesting season of my life where it's like, but I think this also just comes with leadership too. But of being like having like tension, but then okay, we have a conversation. We're not seeing eye to eye. I need you to know this is where I stand. This is how I view it. But then like, I don't know, we're gonna go hang out and watch a movie together and have a giggle.
Yeah.
And like I think that is so key, and I think that's where like the depth and the surface need to kind of coexist, because it's like, yeah, the two extremes are a lot, but I think that is real maturity when you can be like, listen, let's talk about this. Like, great, like I don't agree with what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's okay, because then we can also just go hang out with our friends, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've had several conversations like that, or I'm just realizing like that's actually just what life is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be someone that's like, if we're like off, then I walk into a room and we're like always off, and we're like in a social setting and it's weird.
Yeah.
No.
Give each other the silent treatment, like.
No, you know, like
so
how
immature, yeah.
childish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can't deal with that.
No.
Yeah. I feel like for me, well, first of all, I turned 25 and
Your
I
frontal
felt my
lobe?
brain develop. I thought what I always joke about. I'm like, I felt it happen.
You're like, it was closing in.
Noticeable change. This is my
One day he
personality
went,
now.
This is who I am.
Hey,
But-
well, if this is who you are, I like who you are, Jetson.
Oh, thanks. But yeah.
You can cry. This is a safe space.
I just want you to cry too.
I don't need to cry.
Yeah.
Not now.
Okay.
There's no need. But just like, I feel like for me, it's been a year of like trusting my perspective on things. And I feel like that can bring a lot into like, I feel like I actually can have a conversation where I have a different opinion, and I don't just need to like take everything and then go sit with it alone. But like I can like step on a podcast and like trust whatever's running through my brain might be helpful to someone. And I feel like I've had that like affirmed a lot. Like, cause this year I started like speaking at church, which was like something that affirmed that. And
Yes,
then even just
sir.
like being on the podcast and people being like, I like what you have to say. And it's just like, I can like trust my perspective even when I like almost never feel like an expert on things, or like the more I read or the more I learn about, like, I feel like I don't really know anything, but just like being able to talk about it with other people. And yeah, it's just like gotten me to be excited for a lot of things I might like want to do in the future, or might want to start or invest in. It's just like trusting your perspective almost, or trusting your point of view. Like, cause I don't know, I've taken a step back from social media. I've got my phone stolen, and it like created some switch in me where I was like, wait, why do I
Why
need
am I
this?
so reliant?
Yeah.
He got another phone, by the way.
I got another phone. Yeah.
Like he was like,
been
and I'm
living
done.
phone free.
I had a whole moment where I was like, I'm gonna go to a flip phone, and everyone was like, Jetson, you can't do that. Like, we just, I'm in a like role and position like within church and ministry where it's helpful to be able to
Yeah.
communicate with
Like,
me.
we just need you to
So
stay
as-
in the group chat.
as much as
Yeah.
I want
I
to
can't be
just,
calling you with every update.
as much as I want to just like, I don't know, go read newspapers and only be on a flip phone. Maybe like, give me a few years. We'll get there one day, but not now. Anyways, there was a whole switch of like, I need to like consume less and actually like think through more.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's just been like trusting my perspective. And with that has been like distancing me from just noise, like constant noise. And like, I don't know.
What a year, guys.
What a year.
Honestly, I was even telling Sadie after we were recording the last episode, we were on our way home, and I was like, I'm actually just so proud of us. But like, genuinely, sorry, this is
Just like,
this is my time now. Just to say.
that's great. A blanket appears. Just on. Just guys.
I just want you guys to know that I'm really proud of
This is
you.
why we can't have the full couch.
Yeah. There's too many options.
No, just also, I'm like,
Now she's officially.
That's a
taking
really
over.
comfy couch.
It's
It's,
so
like
comfy, but-
dangerously comfy.
I'm like,
You really sink
I'm
in.
sinking in the middle of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But yeah, you are
Anyway,
proud.
I'm proud. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of like how we've always just like leveled up. I'm proud of what like the conversations have turned into. And like where we're going. And yeah, I'm a sentimental mushball. We all know that, okay? But it's true. And I don't know. Maybe this also, for me being a part of this for however many years now.
Yeah. 5, almost 6. Right? 2020 was
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, every season is, like, different and, like, held something quite different.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's also just a reminder that, like, things take time.
Mm.
And we had so many different seasons of the podcast that looked very different, obviously. And, you know, I'm thinking of how many different studios we had.
Yeah.
Or, like, if we could, like, put together a list of all the different places we filmed an episode. Like, that's a
Yeah,
really
genuinely.
long list, you know, in the past 6 years. Like, but I'm just like, you know what? Like, I feel excited. I don't know if this is just an encouragement for, like, you, I don't know, of, like, things do take time.
Yeah.
But, like, don't lose the excitement for, like, what God can do, like, with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, like, I feel like most people would be like, well, Courtney, like, well, you've been doing this for forever. Like, it's not really big, you know? Like, are you... But
Like,
I'm
why
like,
are you
honestly,
still going?
why are you
know
still
what I mean?
going? But I'm like, honestly, like, I've never had more hope for the podcast before.
Yeah.
So, anyway...
Maybe the real podcast was all the conversations we had along the way.
But that's true,
Yeah.
Jetson. Jetson's not even a joke. I'm too sentimental right now.
Oh, it's true. I shouldn't have stuck that in. I love doing the things along the way, Joe.
The
It's
things-
true.
yeah.
Except that is true. The real podcast happened off camera.
Yeah.
True.
Actually, no, though, because, like, to be a podcast,
You
actually
have to record it.
But
Like, yeah, so-
anyway, that was my little emotional moment with Courtney.
No, that's great. To be fair, I feel like that's like a really great way to like close it up of like the hope
Aw.
of what's to come. You know what I mean? Of
Amen.
like through the different seasons and the years of the podcast, there's still so much more ahead,
I know.
and we don't know what it is, but it's gonna be good
I know.
because
I'm excited.
God will be with us.
He's going to open up the doors.
Yeah.
The word I had for this year was, I can't even tell you the reference, which is so funny because that's, one, clearly I remember it well.
Mm.
And then 2, you're supposed to be a pastor? Oh. Anyway, but in John, where he talks about, like, he's a voice, like, crying out in the wilderness, right? Like,
Yeah.
prepare the way. And I just feel like that's what a lot of this year has been. It was just cutting out, like, the overgrown things on the path.
Yeah.
Being, okay, I'm expected. Something's going to happen. So.
Yeah.
And I think we want our years to be like, okay, then I prepared the way, and then he did what he wanted to do all within 365 days.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, okay, so we spent this year preparing the way. Like, okay, what's going to come, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys are hopeful for your new year as well. And yeah, I don't know. Thanks for being on this journey, guys. Thanks for being a
Honestly.
part of the 500% increase.
Yeah. Shout
again-
out to our fans, our 7 fans that we were number 1 on their
Yeah.
Spotify app.
For the record, it's not that we had 7 listeners, okay, guys?
No,
It
no.
was 7 people stopped. Okay, I just wanted to
Yeah.
clarify
People
that.
know. There's more than
Okay.
7 people listening.
Amazing. But yeah, this is it until the new year, you guys.
Yeah.
So, as always, stay connected. Give us a like, a follow, subscribe, comment, yada, yada, yada on everything.
A dicey article, maybe, to
Please.
dissect.
Would you like to, like, yeah. Like, wait, write an article about us or send us an article?
Oh,
Send
no,
us,
send us
yeah.
an article.
But, like, you can
Oh.
write a dicey article about us.
Just
Let's
I
dissect
don't, I
that.
don't want that.
How dicey.
Dicey, not spicy. It's fine.
There we go. Yeah. definitely.
But yeah, if there's topics you want for the new year too, just let us know.
Yeah.
We're excited that we get to keep on having these conversations with you. So, all right. Happy New Year, everyone. See you in 2026.
Bye.
You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.